My name is Rachel Bradshaw, and today we're going to learn about an American Indian game. I love to play fun games with my family and friends. Some of my favorite games are Monopoly, Candyland, and of course video games like Super Mario Kart. What are some of your favorite games? Do you think the American Indians played those games a long time ago? Probably not. American Indians played a lot of games using the nature around them. They didn't have electricity for video games or board games. Can you think of any games that don't need electricity and that don't have a game board? What about hide and seek? Does that require electricity? No, it doesn't. Do you think the American Indians could have played hide and seek? Yes, they could have. What about the game tag? You don't need any materials to play tag. The American Indian game that we are going to learn about today is called Chunkee, which means running, hard labor. The game Chunkee was played by American Indians living in many different regions, and it was the favorite game amongst tribes in the Southeast. The best players in each tribe were treated like celebrities or famous athletes, and games were often played in front of large crowds. The game was played on a large flat field. Archaeologists have uncovered what they think are chunky alleys across the Southeast. These alleys are large, flat, clay lanes where players could practice playing the game Chunkee. Each tribe had their unique rules. Most tribes played Chunkee with a large disc made of polished stone, along with spears or sticks. The Chunkee discs were considered very valuable and were shared by the entire tribe. The chief would often keep the Chunkee discs until it was time to play. Two people would play at a time, and the first player would roll the Chunkee disc down the playing field. Then, both players would throw the spear or the stick close to the ground of the playing field, towards the Chunkee disc. Whichever player lands their spear or stick closest to the Chunkee disc is the winner. In the Creek and Cherokee version of the game, if the spear lands on the disc, then the player loses. But in many other tribes, if you land on the disc, you're actually the winner. Are there any games that you play today that are similar to Chunkee? What about bowling? Or cornhole? Bocce ball? Even the Olympic sport of curling is very similar to Chunkee. Now, we are going to learn how to play a version of Chunkee made by Massie Heritage Center. We created this version so the game can be played of groups of 2 or more. For this game, you need a large chunky target and your small chunky pieces to throw. Place the target on the opposite end of the playing area from where you will be standing. Take turns throwing your chunky pieces with your family and friends. You can throw overhanded or underhanded. Most American Indian tribes toss their spears or sticks underhanded so they could stay closer to the ground. Remember where your piece lands, because the closest to the target is the winner. I hope you had fun learning about Chunkee today, and good luck playing.